how insolent there are trucks driving around. Vienna is loud. Alright, let's pretend that it's warm. Alright, okay. Let's start vlog number 10! We're at episode 10! And I'm pretty lucky with the sun today because I'm early and it's not too cloudy. The mounting is not so ideal, but also my whole appearance is not ideal though. I like the background better than my face. I need to shave and cut my hair again. But that can be a goal for the next week. For now, we live with that. And today I'm gonna tell you about my master's thesis topic. Yesterday I went to Roman Kern, my future supervisor. Different guy to the guy who used to be my supervisor for the project that I did with Cranfield. He's the head of the computer vision and computer graphics department. And I don't really do computer vision or computer graphics. It just fit with this thesis topic from Cranfield. That's why I chose him. But really I'm doing more IT security and knowledge technologies. Thus the No Center is more interesting to me, and so I went to the No Center and I found a guy who seems like a really nice guy. I had 2 meetings with him already and I like him. So yeah, I told that guy about my story, you know, that I already wrote a master's thesis in Cranfield and that I now have to do another one. And basically he's really nice because he said, yeah, I'm sure that we can do something that has something to do with what you did in Cranfield, because you already did something, and we can just, you know, make a little project just so you did something scientific, and then we can say that's alright. And we came up with something. They're doing a project with swimmers. So there are 2 groups, one is synchronous swimming and one is water ball. And basically they're doing research with them, and they will extend the project to also ask them for pictures of their food, and then they will give those pictures anonymized to me, and I will try and see if there's a difference between the group A and the group B. Hopefully there will be, but practically there won't be. And the problem is that we both think that it's not gonna work. I mean, if it would be working, that would be awesome, because then I only have a little bit of effort, because I mean the categorization is already implemented and I just need to write a little bit about it. But I don't think that we're gonna find a statistically significant the difference between the groups. So if it doesn't work, we'll have to find something else anyway. And because it's gonna be a month before I get those pictures, we already decided on a second topic that I will do if the first one fails. And for that topic I thought about, okay, what do I really want? What am I interested in? And as I told you last week, all the data gathering, all kinds of data mining and data creation and video and audio and those kind of things. I'm really into that. So recording lots of data and then getting some information from it. That's what I'm really interested in, because I just like data. I'm a fan of data, and I record a lot of videos. So at the meeting we discussed all sorts of possibilities about live logs. What could you do? What could be a possible thing that you can get out of this data? And because the topic is not set in stone yet, I can still change it around. Like it's an open thing, really. So I can still ask you. A live log is something where a person or several people record some kind of data. That can be all sorts of things. One possible live log could be a live log of images where you take a picture every 30 seconds just by wearable cameras or something. Another form would be, you know, those sports bands that measure your pulse and shit. They gather data. Another one could be a continuous audio recording. And now the question is, with that data, what sort of information do you want to extract? What could be something interesting that you could get out of that? If you have an idea for that, please let me know, because we discussed this for a very long time. And basically the most interesting thing probably is to do some form of context finding, just to see which situation the person was currently in. And because that's a non-trivial task, we narrowed it down a bit to just do mode of transportation detection. So basically we want to distinguish if the person is riding a bus, walking, cycling, taking the tram, taking a plane, or the underground. He said in the beginning we can start with just walking and cycling. That should be easy because there should be a different pattern to that. And now my topic is to compare the mode of transportation detection by different inputs. One input could be the acceleration sensors in the phone. So when walking there's a certain pattern, cycling will have a different one, riding a bus will have a different one. Another one would be audio. So you have an audio recording of a bus ride, walk, plane ride. Another one could be pictures. So the person just took some random pictures with their phone of their surroundings, and I have to guess if the person was in a bus or walking or whatever. And that is even related to what I already did, because it's basically image classification, and I can use the same system, I hope, that I already used for the food image classification, just that I have to train my network differently. And then I have to analyze which system works best for which mode of transportation, or if one doesn't work at all, or whatever. I can also do a combination and see if that improves the whole thing. So basically I have a lot of possibilities of things that I can write about, and my supervisor says that this should be scientific enough for me to get it as a master thesis topic and then be done with it at some point. But this topic is, a lot more work, because I basically have to start from scratch, implementing state-of-the-art methods and gathering data. I don't have any data sets on that yet, so I'll have to do that myself. And for it to be really scientific, I have to let other people do it as well, because I might have a certain way of walking and then it's just working for me. That is not the point. So I have to let other people gather data for me as well. But I'm actually looking forward to that, because I'm really interested, especially in the audio part, because I always wanted to do some audio analysis work. I mean, also with Cranfield, I did that because I wanted to do image analysis kind of things, and I did learn a lot, and I still think that what I learned I can apply to projects that I want to do for myself. And I think that's gonna be the same with the audio thing, not so much with other sensors. I could then also try it with GPS or the mobile network locating system, if that is sufficient. But yeah, I really think that working on audio, and there are papers about that, and I just want to learn about it, how you do that. And I think that's something that I want to do, because I also learn stuff for myself, because I've been interested in that. I don't know, if you have an audio file of just stuff, then you can just say from here to here you've been in a restaurant, from here to here you were in the bus, and so on. That's a cool thing. I want to have such a system that does that. For that I need to find out how that works. And so my plan is that in the first month, so in the next month, in the coming month, I will just be working on that, because I'm mainly interested in that. And then I hopefully get the pictures for the other topic, and then I'll try that. And if that works, which I don't think it will, but we can try. If it works, then I'll just write the thesis about that, and I did the other thing just for me. And if it doesn't work, then I have to go back to what I already started and also implement the other things and see how that works, and so on and so on and so on. That's my master's thesis. The two possibilities that I currently have. The clouds are back. Perfect timing. Yeah, so I really hope that it's gonna be as interesting as I think that it's gonna be. I mean, I've already written a master thesis, and the practical part was actually quite interesting. It was just writing the thesis that I didn't like, and having it so scientific and shit. I think my supervisor is a nice guy, and I will, keep talking to him and making sure that I stay on the right path, so that this time it was like, continue. No, you're loud. So that this time it will fucking count, you know? I want to be done with that. Right, so you let me know if you understood what I was talking about. Maybe it was a bit too specific already. You don't have to be as enthusiastic about this as I am, because I mean it's my topic. But anyway, tell me what you think of that. Do you think that could be an interesting topic? Because I feel like it's gonna be. Even if just knowing which mode of transportation you're in is not like a super interesting thing, but actually it can be. If I know all the times when I've been in a bus, that like, yeah, or when I've been cycling, that would give me a lot of info on my life, really. Because I think I do cycle approximately an hour a day. I had another question. Yeah, what sort of information could we gather from a live log? Do you have any more ideas on that? If you do, leave them in the comments. And with that, we're pretty much done. So make your motivation. Go write a master's thesis if you didn't do so yet, or a bachelor's thesis, or a PhD thesis, or your protocol for work, or whatever it is that you need to write. And then I will see you next week in my next vlog, or in any upcoming video. You know, I do a lot of shit, whatever. Right, but I gotta put this thing back on because it's getting cold. And you go up. End screen, it's a windy end screen. Well, just thanks for watching. I don't even tell you what you can click on, because you can see by yourself. But yeah, I hope that you like this video. It's just an update on my life, really. But hey, that's exactly what those vlogs are for. So see you at the next one.